Hello everyone. Good afternoon to all. Welcome you all in this session. I hope every one of you is fine. Now, so today in this session, we're going to discuss about the Module A of paper ABFM. So this is mini marathon for your upcoming exam, that is November-December 2025. Now, in this mini marathon, what we are going to discuss about the MCQs, all important and relevant topics we're going to discuss in the form of MCQs. So we'll do questions, we'll do MCQs, and on the basis of those MCQs, certain topics will be discussed, covered. So those which are very important for your examination point of view, and some previous year questions also we'll discuss. Now, so if you are new to this channel, I highly request you to please do subscribe the channel, and if you feel that the video is important for you, it is beneficial for you, then do like the video as well. Now, so let's start the session. I hope I'm audible, I'm visible, everything is good. Do let me know once. Okay, yes, everything is good. Now, so meanwhile, what you have to do after reading the question, for every question I will give you 5 seconds. If the question is lengthy, I will give you 10 seconds, and you have to answer it in the comment section box. That what is the answer of this question. And before mentioning the answers, do mention the question number. Like if you are answering question number 1, don't forget to mention the question number before giving your answer. Now, question number 4. So total in this session, we will be doing quick question. Total 27 questions are there. Now, first question. That is, you have to match the following. All the 4 functions of management are given, and you have to match the following. Options are this. So in planning, what we have studied in planning, that planning is the function, it is the process. What are the decisions you are taking in advance, what to do, how to do, when to do. Then in organizing, you organize all activities, you allocate resources, you allocate tasks to your individuals. Directing means when you are guiding the employees, when you are providing motivation, when you are supervising the employees, leading them, that comes under directing. And controlling is all about the monitoring of activities. So relate in planning, it involves taking a call on future and deciding about it with the objectives of organization. Yes. Now, next is organizing. In organizing, what we do, we structure, we arrange the resources of organization. So it is related to number 2. Then in directing, what we do, we guide the employees, we supervise the activities performed by them. So that is, it covers the function of guiding and supervising. And in controlling, we monitor the activities. So what we have done in our planning stage, in our organizing, in staffing, in directing, so all those activities need to be monitored in our controlling phase. So controlling is what it is required to ensure that actions are taken by the management, they are done properly or not. So all functions of management are related parallelly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that is option C. So option C is the correct answer. Now, next question, identify the correct sequence of steps in motivation process. So we have seen different motivational theories in our ABFM also and in ABM also. Now, what is the process of motivation? How can a person know that he is motivated or not? Tell me. So first, for motivation process, first there should be something which remains unsatisfied. That unsatisfied needs to be satisfied properly. Then only you will be motivated for that satisfaction. So first, what will happen? First, there would be any unsatisfied need. Then for fulfilling this unsatisfied need, you will have a stress that what we can do to satisfy ourselves, what we can do to fulfill our desires. Then tension will be there, and for that tension, the drives will be there. So different drives. For fulfilling those drives, you will search the activities, you will search different things that will motivate you. And once you are satisfied, then there will be reduction of tension. So unsatisfied need, then tension, then drive, search behavior, satisfied behavior. So this is the correct sequence of motivation process. The first unsatisfied need is there. It is the initial stage where individual feels there is lack of something. When you are unsatisfied, when you are not happy, when something is not fulfilled, then you are unsatisfied. But suddenly, when that thing is fulfilled, when that activity is done, when you are happy, it means you are motivated, you are satisfied. Then tension will be there. This unsatisfied need will create a lot of tension, discomfort. Then drives will be there. Then what is triggering you? Okay, if you get triggered, then that drive will force you, will push you to achieve your goals, to satisfy your needs. After that, you will search the behavior that what actually fulfill your need. What is the thing that will actually satisfy you? And after that, the behavior is satisfied and then the reduction of tension. So with this, option B is the correct answer. Now, next, which of the following schools of management focus on motivation? So there are total 6 schools of management. Now, out of these 6 schools of management, which school focuses on motivation? Quantitative, neoclassical, system, or contingency? So quantitative school of management, it focuses on quantitative data, the statistical tools and techniques. Neoclassical, it focuses on motivation. So quantitative school, it emphasizes the use of maths and statistics. Why? You can see the word quantitative is there. It means the numbers are included. And when we are talking about the numbers, it means the maths and statistics. How can we forget about the maths and statistics, the data? These are used to find solution to managerial level problems. Then neoclassical. So neoclassical, it focuses on motivation, teamwork, and coordination. System school focuses on external environment. The main objective is to understand the external environment. And in external environment, we read that PESTEL comes under external environment. Now quickly write the full form of PESTEL, those who are watching. And these external environment, these are uncontrollable. Remember, we cannot control them. We can only control our internal environment. Quickly write the full form, those who are watching. So PESTEL stands for political, then economic, social, then technological, legal, and E stands for environment, or sometimes ecological. Now, then contingency school, it includes both your internal as well as your external environment. So question was, which management focuses on motivation? That is neoclassical. Now, next question is, it is based on different types of business model. We have done several types of business model, and this topic is very, very important. So hotels often offer budget rooms while also having luxury suites, generating more profit from their premium segment. Now, this is an example of what is the example of. See, in profit pyramid model, what we start from the cheap products and then we sell them more expensive. So first you give your customers low priced products, then offer them costlier ones later. Like General Motors, the online businesses, they offer free basic services so that they can attract a large audience, and then they offer premium services. So which model is we are talking about over here? That is all about your profit pyramid model. Clear? Now, so by attracting customers, first low cost option, and then you will go for premium segments. Now, question number 5, which of the following statement is matched with Deming's 14 points? Now, Deming has given how many principles? Total 14 principles. Now, principles were 14 and 4 elements were there. And these Deming is associated which concept? TQM. Total quality management. That we have to maintain, we have to ensure quality in our products as well. So continuous improvement should be constant organizational goal. Yes, there should be continuous improvement. If the improvement is stable, then there will be no growth. Now, dependence on inspection is the best way to ensure quality. No. While you are waiting for inspection, okay, don't wait for the inspection. If you feel that these things need to be improvised in your company, then you have to start your work. Don't wait that when the final audit will done, when inspection will done, then I'll maintain the quality. No, it's your company, then you have to ensure quality from the beginning only. So don't wait for the inspection. So dependence on inspection is the best way. No, it is not the best way, but before you have to follow this. Leadership should focus on helping people to do better job. Yes. So statement 1 and 3 are correct. That is option B. Now, so these are the 14 principles of TQM. So first is there should be a constant purpose towards improvement. So you should never stop. You should always work on getting better and better. Then adopt the new philosophy that every time we have to be flexible with the environment. So we should not use our old methods. We should always follow new methods. Then stop depending on inspection. This was the point that we should never depend on inspection. If you have to assure the quality, then you have to fix it from the earlier only, from the starting point. Then stopping lowest bid system. So lowest bid means don't purchase cheap product. If your raw materials are cheap, then how you are expecting that you can make a good product? So always choose the product which gives you more quality. Because in TQM, we are focusing on the quality. That is total quality management. Then there should be all-round improvement of the company on the job training. Then there must be a proper leader in the company. Driving out fear means you should create a such environment where all people are free to say something. They don't have fear in their mind that if I will speak these words, or if I will communicate with the manager, if manager will give me the punishments, or then means you should always share your ideas. You should always open with them. Don't have a such type of fear. Then breaking down barriers to make team work together, eliminating exhortations that don't just say big things. Try to prove them. Eliminating arbitrary numerical targets that if you are maintaining the quality, then you have to see that you don't have to bind the time. So time foundation is not possible when you are maintaining the quality, because maintaining quality, it will take time. So don't fix the numerical targets. Then permitting pride of workmanship, that is your workers always feel proud of your workers, that if they are in the company, then only your company is good. Education means always involve the workers with, so that they can develop new skills in the company. So these are all the principles of TQM. Now, next question, the Ohio State Leadership Studies identified 2 categories of leadership behavior. Now, which are they? Ohio. So before this question, let's first understand. Now, in two universities, okay, the research was conducted. Who conducted the research? Some researchers conducted the research on the behavior of the leader. Now, it was conducted in the year 1950. Now, when these researchers, they have done the research on the behavior of leaders, then they found that in both the universities, the working condition, the pattern, everything was same. Just their names were different. So Ohio concentrated more on consideration leader behavior and initiating structure. Means consideration leader behavior means there should be a leader who should always work developing and maintaining good rapport. That is making good relations with subordinate and having good interpersonal relations. And next is initiating structure. Means they believe that if there is proper planning, proper organizing, then we can easily achieve our task. Now, similarly, in Chicago findings, the same thing was found. Just the name was different. Now, here the name was consideration, here the name was relation. He also found that social interactions should be very high. People, they encourage social interaction. They have a trust in between two persons, between more than 2%. And task oriented means if everything is done in a proper manner, then the task can be achieved properly. So emphasizes planning, then defines priorities and has a model for rewarding and punishing. So if you have done the good job, then you will be rewarded. If you have not done the good job, you will be punished. Now, so Ohio State University, which tool works there? Initiating, structure, and consideration. So option B is the correct answer. Now, next is question number 7. Which of the following represents entrepreneurial business model? Now, we first different business models are that we have seen the question just from the profit pyramid model. Now, next is what? Next is the entrepreneurial model. Now, what entrepreneurial model? It says that if you want high growth in your company, then you have to bear high risk. High risk, high growth means you should offer unique products in big companies, and you should avoid the fast growth potential, because for fast growing you have to bear the more risk. Like you have to offer your unique products in those areas where there are mature companies. Okay, so that is high risk and high growth. Tell me the answer. A model focused on building a business model with business only depends on investors for survival, a government run organization, or franchisee based replication. So it is a model focused on building a business around innovation. So innovation means you are taking more risk. If you are giving new ideas, if you are doing brainstorming, then that means there is more risk. And if there is more risk, then there is new opportunities. New opportunities means growth is there. So high risk, high growth. Option A. Now, next question number 8. Case study is there. Now, Indian Drugs and Pharmaceutical Limited is engaged in manufacturing and distribution of medicine. Now, this is the company who basically deals with the medicine, distribution of medicine and manufacturing of them. Now, the company has set up an objective. Now, this is the objective of the company. What? That first, to increase sales turnover by 20%. And for achieving this objective, company has to diversify its product in baby product also. Now, where the company was selling only to limited people, now the company has diversified into baby healthcare products. Then next, the company has also identified various alternative courses of action. They divide this process for finding the positive and negatives. Now, which steps of planning have been followed in the above case? Now, which are the things that are included in this case study related to planning? So first is what first you have to, various alternatives are there. Now first it is important that you have to identify various alternatives. Now after identifying various alternatives, now you have selected the ideal plan. From different alternatives, you have selected the most useful alternative for your company. So with this one and this one, these two are included in planning. So identifying alternatives and selecting an alternative. So both are included. So option D is the correct answer. Now, what is a digital gap? A digital gap can give rise to. So first you have to know the meaning of digital gap. Now, digital means the online, the digitization, and gap means when there is a difference between the people who can access the online services and the people who cannot access the online services. So digital divide or digital gap, it is the gap between people who have access to digital technology and those who don't. And it is caused by a number of factors like lack of infrastructure is there, illiteracy is there, gender biasness is there, lack of support from government institutions are there, then cultural barriers are there, semantic barriers are there. So these are the different reasons which can increase the digital gap and digital divide. So digital gap digital gap can give rise to inequalities. Ha- Technological, how technology will be innovated, innovations will be there in technology. If the people don't know about how to use the services, how to access the services, so inequalities will be very high when there is digital gap. Now, question number 10. Try to share this video so that more and more bankers they can also solve such type of question. All the questions are very important. With the questions we are revising our concept. Now the term that most accurately defines planning is, now if you will see all the statements, see an all encompassing procedure in which the planning, execution and monitoring of plans are included. Now when we are planning, how we can monitor the plans? Monitoring of plans is done in our controlling process. We have seen that controlling deals with monitoring of activities. Now it is not the part of planning. Now coming up with ideas for how goals of an organization can be accomplished. Okay, this is this. Let's keep it hold. Now, determining the goals of an organization as well as strategies to achieve those goals. Now, planning means what? Planning means what you are deciding in advance, what strategies you have formulated so that you can achieve your objectives, you can achieve your targets. So, coming up with the idea, just making an idea and working on it is not the part of planning. You have to make strategies also. Option C is the correct answer. Now, which statement is incorrect? You have to find the incorrect statement. And the one which is the questions which are of red mark, those are your previous year question. Means in your previous year, such type of questions has been asked. Incorrect about classical. So theory looks at the organization as a machine, which are important only as a means of production. Yes, theory, it looks at the organization. They treat, Robert Owen has told that humans are what? Humans are vital machines and the employee are its part. Now, the theory, the classical school believes in the use of technology. Yes, this is also correct. Classical school includes the use of technology. It assumes employee continuity irrespective of changes. Yes. Now the thought has two different perspectives, human relation and psychological. Human relation perspective and psychological perspective. So we have motivation perspective as, so motivation perspective are also included in psychological perspective. So B, C, D all are correct. This one is incorrect. Why? Till here it is correct. The theory looks at the organization as machines, but it says who are important only as a means of production. The human beings, the employees are only, they are important only for production purpose. No, they are important for rest of the purpose. For planning, for making, for decision making, for controlling activities, for leading other people. So they are important for their aspect. Incorrect. It was asked incorrect about classical or traditional. So option A is incorrect. Clear? Now, 10, in question number 12, which of the following best describes the encoding stage in communication process? So encoding means what? Encoding means the sender will send the message. Now, sender will, there is message, that message will be encoded. In encoding form, the message is sent to the receiver. Okay, then through channel, sender will send the message through channel. Then receiver will receive the message. Then receiver will decode the message, and then receiver will give the final feedback. So what is encoding? Encoding is what? The sender converts an idea into symbols or their languages. Now, The sender interprets the message, not sender will interpret the message, the receiver will interpret the message, and that is called the decoding. When receiver will interpret the message, then that is called decoding. Now, two statements are given, statement 1 and statement 2, about the vision and mission. So we have seen the differences, okay, in a very in the form of table in our paid classes. Now, vision means vision talks about the long-term aspiration, the future perspective, and mission talks about what currently you are doing. That is the present. Okay, what you are doing right now, that is your mission. How you will, what is your future? What you are, where you want your company to be, that is your vision. And for that thing, what you are doing right now, for your company to reach at the zenith, what you are doing currently, that is your mission. And where you want your company to see after 5 years, where you are seeing your company, that is your vision. So, vision describes organization's long-term aspiration. Yes, it is correct. And mission focuses on organization's current purpose. So, both the statements are correct. Option number A. So, this is the difference between mission and vision. Vision is for future. Vision remains same till the company survives. Till the company does not get wind up, the vision statement remains same. Now, mission talks about the purpose, talks about the approach, the specific activity for achieving the goals, and it talks about what the current scenario is. The statement is to make, inspire, and here to inform all your employees. Then only they will work towards a common goal, towards a common direction. Now, next question. Which of the following correctly present 5 needs of Maslow's hierarchy of theory? So Maslow's hierarchy of theory, given by whom? Abraham Maslow has given this theory. And what Abraham Maslow says, he says that humans are motivated to fulfill their needs, but in a hierarchical order. It starts from the basic to complex. Now, what are the basic needs of a person? The basic needs of a person are, it starts from physiological needs, that is the food, water, shelter. Now, when your basic level of need is fulfilled, now then you are motivated to achieve your next level of need. Next level of need is what? Your safety needs. Now, after achieving your safety needs, what are your safety needs? Like you are saying, okay, now I have food also, I have water also, I have shelter also. Now I want a good job. I want a secure life. I want to make my life more secure. Good health security, good financial security, that will come under safety needs. Now, once you get this need, once you have fulfilled the safety needs, now you will be motivated that okay, my two level of needs are fulfilled. Now I want a good I want my own family. I want good friends. I want my own social groups. Now you are committed to fulfill your third level of need. Once love and belonging need is fulfilled, then you are motivated to fulfill your fourth level of need and next level of need, that is self-esteem. Now you want that every person, everyone should give you the proper respect. You want acknowledgement from others. You have developed a high level of self-confidence. So this is the self-esteem need. And now the last level of need is what? That is self-actualization, where you want, like you can take decisions for the company. You want to be at the top under the top list of that company. That is self-actualization. The desire to accomplish everything that one can. Now, like the leaders are there. Then our prime minister, president. Now you want to reach at this level where only few people can. So this starts from basic to complex. And one thing is very important in this, that it is in the shape of pyramid. And you cannot move to the next level of need without completing your previous level of need. Like once you have completed your physiological, then only you can move to safety needs. Without fulfilling physiological, you cannot move to safety needs. Or without fulfilling safety needs, you cannot move from physiological to love and belonging. So every need should be fulfilled. Now, question number 15. Consider the following statements about controlling. So, four statements are given. You have to find which statements are correct. So, controlling ensures that actual performance matches the planned performance. Yes, in controlling what we do, whatever the benchmark is set, what the standards of the company are, now you will measure your actual performance with those standards, right? Now, controlling is a continuous process. It is a continuous process. Yes. Controlling is only concerned with financial result. Is it so? Is it only concerned with financial result? No, it is concerned with the operational level of result also. It is concerned with more result, not only the financial result. So this is wrong. It helps in identifying deviations and accordingly we will take actions for that. We will take corrective actions here. So 1, 2 and 4 are correct. That is option D. So it is not limited to financial result. It applies to all areas of performance. Now, next two questions 16 and 17. In a functional organizational structure, employees are grouped based on. So functional organizational structure are what, see, we have different organization structure. Now in functional organization structure, the activities are divided on the basis of functions. Like HR will do all the activities related to human resource. The finance department will take over all the activities related to funds, the procurement of funds, management of funds, how funds should be used, utilization of funds. Then marketing department will include all the activities related to markets, how what our competitors are doing, how we can get competitive advantage. So this is related to function. Now in this, employees are grouped based on the specialized skills and job functions. If you are having the skills how to manage finance, you will be put under finance department. Now, what is the key characteristic of divisional organizational structure? So in divisional, it is related to based on product lines or regions or locations or taste and preference of consumer. Taste and preference of consumer. That is division. Now, in division, we are talking about each and specific activity. So that specific activity will be based on all these things. Now, so let's have a few difference between functional and divisional. So in functional structure, what is organization is divided by functions like marketing, finance, HR. And in divisional structure, it is divided by products, by regions, by customer. In what is the basis of division over here? Functions or department here in on the basis of product customers. Now, what specialization? So if you are good in managing humans, you will be handling HR department. So specialized skills in each function. And here you are focusing on specific product or area. Now, functional, it is centralized at the top. All the activities are taken by the top manager. And in divisional, because we have different departments. Okay, we have product in product. You have different departments: product managing, product development, product designing, product orientation. So for every separate department, it's not possible that one top manager will handle all the tasks. So that is why decision making is distributed over here. Decision making is what? It is decentralized. Decentralized means the decision power is divided among people. Decision making power is divided among people. Divided among individuals. Clear? Now it is less costly because the top manager will see few functions and all the functions are repeated in each division, so it is more positive. Now, when we talk about centralization, we mean, what is the meaning of centralization? Centralization means when one person handles all the tasks, means the decision making power lies with the one person, that is top manager. Decision making power lies with the top manager. That is called the preservation of one's right to make decisions. Now, what is the opposite of centralization? That is decentralization. Now, decentralization means where decision making power is diversified, means it is distributed among the people. That is what it is written. Decentralized means decision making power is divided among individuals. Not only one people will take the decision, more people are included for taking decisions. So the spread of decision making power throughout the organization, this is what? This is decentralization. Now, so you can see the centralization, this is decision making power lies with here, and in decentralization, it is distributed. Now, next, we have some different functions, approaches of management, schools of thought, you can say, and its activities. Now, you have to match and tell me which one is correct answer. The contemporary, the contingency, system, and quantitative. So here also so that you can learn it properly. Now, contemporary school of management, it talks about concept of total quality management, then learning organization. So contemporary means right now what is prevailing. Okay, recent issues. Now, what are the recent issues for a company that is maintaining quality assurance and learning organization, where more and more people will come together and they will learn together. They will share the knowledge together. They will share their experience together. That is TQM and learning organization. So these two are important component of contemporary school of management. Now, contingency, we have studied that contingency is what it is about, that how we can better handle our situation. It includes the external environment. So school of management thought offshoot on the scientific approaches and stated there cannot be a unique way of managing an organization. So contingency means you always have to prepare for the future outcomes. So what will happen in future, you have to get ready in advance. You have to anticipate all things. Now, system school of management, it includes that management is an open system which is required to interact with environment. That is environment, external environment. And quantitative means where the new methods are used. So management studies as science, special emphasis on operations and management information system. So where with the help of statistical tools and mathematical tools, you can take informed decisions for the company. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Option number D is correct. Now, next, the factors that an individual values and they give strive so that they can accomplish any task. Those activities, those factors depend upon whether or not connections between means and ends are made clear. The anticipation, see, when any individual is working towards achieving their goals, now those factors depend that whatever planning they have made, whatever strategy they have made, now those higher level of performance will automatically, they will give you the higher result. And the efforts will also be increased. So anticipation, the thought in your mind that a higher level of performance will accomplish to successfully. Why? Because you are giving more and more efforts in that activity. Option B is correct. Now, next, regarding techniques of managerial control, which of the following statements are correct? Again, 4 statements are given to you. Tell me which statements are correct. Now, we know that budgetary control, it is what a quantitative techniques. Why? Because you decide budgets. And budgets, in when you are deciding budgets, numbers are added. Without numbers, how you can decide the budget? How you can decide the budget of sales department? You are thinking that this time we will increase 20% sales, or this time we will increase 40% sales. Now this 20% and 40% is what? It is numbers, and numbers are measured under quantitative technique. This is correct. Now, management by exception focuses attention on significant deviation. Now, there are two terms. Always I repeat, whenever I explain MBO, I always explain MBE, or whenever I talk about MBE, so MBO is now understand. Okay, listen it very carefully. Now, management by objective given by Peter F. Drucker, P.F. Drucker, and MBE is given by F.W. Taylor. Now, what management by objective? What it means that both managers and employees, they together have to take decision for the company in order to achieve their targets. Means goals should be set together. The objectives should be clearly defined, but they should define it together. Now, management by exception, what it says that the manager need not to focus on every activity of the company. For their for rest of the activities, they have their employees. Now, manager should only focus on the deviations, on the planning, on the formulation of goals, formulation of strategies. So, what the core objectives, the core activities are there, manager has to focus only on that. For rest of their activities, they have their employees. So their employees can focus on them. So that is the difference between what that is management by objective and management by exception. So it focuses attention on significant deviation. Yes, this is also correct. Now, personal observation, it is a qualitative control and it is the old method of technique. Yes, in personal observation, you are visiting to the field, you are visiting to the factory to observe personally each and every employee. Now, so this statement is also correct. And statement 4 talks about ratio analysis unrelated to control. Now, ratio analysis is also one of the technique to measure the financial health of your company. So this statement is wrong. Rest all the three statements are correct. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 are correct. Done. Okay, in statement A also there is 1, 2, 3. Let's do here 1, 2, 4. Then 1, 2, 3 are correct. Now, next question number 22, statement 1 and statement 2, off the job training and on the job training. Now, there are two types of training. Whenever the individual, the candidate gets selected, and when the candidate has joined the company, now the company provides training program to those candidates. So, there are two ways to provide the training programs. One is on the job training, and second is off the job training. Now, on the job training, it is a training program which is provided at the workplace. Means you are working also and you are getting training also during the actual performance of job. Now, off the job training is what which is provided outside the workplace, outside the work location. Now, in the on the job training and off the job training, we have different methods. So first is coaching. Now, what is coaching? A coaching is a place like when you go for the coaching, it means a senior person will come, they will explain you, they will explain the topic. So similarly in institutions or in companies, what happens? A senior will guide the junior and they will explain each and every work person. Now, mentoring is what a senior person will give advice on career development and skill. Now, what is the difference between coaching and mentoring? Now, in coaching, only the senior is allowed to showcase the skill to explain the work person, not beyond the work. But in mentoring, the mentor will guide you not only for your work, not only for your personal work, but also for developing your skills. They will give you the guide. They will guide you, or they will give you advices on your career development also. Then job rotation means shifting of employees from one job to another so that you can learn new skills. And it is a horizontal shifting. Instruction training is where the step-by-step training is provided. So first the trainer will provide you a demonstration, okay, step by step, and then you will be asked to repeat the same. Apprenticeship, where apprenticeship is just like internship, where you are working also and you are getting your stipend also. With working, you are getting your stipend and you are studying also. That is called the apprenticeship, working plus class. Now, committee assignments, where employee is asked that you have to join the group, okay, where project is given, committee is given, and you have to perform that work. Understudy and assistantship means preparing for future. In future, if any person leaves the company, so you should be well enough to handle that position. So that is understudy or assistantship. Now, off the job training, we have simply lectures, a classroom teaching where trainer will explain the topic step by step. Then in conference, seminars, the person from different institutions, they will come, they will give you those expert will exchange their ideas, they will communicate with you. Then role playing simulation. So now you have been asked to play the role of this person. Like if any day like a customer visits your bank and that customer talks with you very rudely. Now, how you would going to react with that customer? That is all about role playing. Then vestibule training means mock equipment will be given to you, simulation like structure is created to you, and then you will be asked to perform activity. So actual environment is not given to you, but you will feel that no, this is the actual environment. Like if you want to become pilot, no aircraft will be given to you. Okay, but a mock equipment or the when that environment is created, and then you will be given aircraft so that you may feel that you are flying it actually. So these are some different types of off the job training. Now, so on the job training, what should be the answer? On the job training provides opportunities for immediate feedback. Yes, you can get immediate feedback from supervisors and colleagues. Why? Because you are working in that office right now. Now, off the job training, it involves feedback through formal evaluations and course completion rates rather than real job. Yes. So off the job training, it is the feedback is given to you, but it is given later. But on the job training, the feedback is given to you immediately. Why? Because you are working in that place, so it is provided immediately. Off the job training, you are not working actually in that place, so you will be provided feedbacks later. So both the statements are true, but statement true is not the correct explanation of statement one. Okay, so this statement is true. Why statement two is not the correct? Because on the job training is talking about their aspect, and off the job training it talks about its own aspect. No two statements are related to each other. So option B is the correct answer. Now, so these are the different types. Okay, PDF will be uploaded. So after the session gets over, whenever you get time, download the PDF and read it twice. All the types are important. Now, next, business model. So we have seen different business model. Now, what is time model? Time model talks about how fast you have R&D in your company. Means a new idea will only be successful when you have initiated more and more research and development in that business model. So time model relates to this model, depends on how fast R&D happens. Now, multi-component system means more than one product. So here the business will make profit not from their core product, but from their subsidiary product. Like we have the example like Gillette and HP. Now, Gillette razors are there. Now the companies are not making profit from Gillette razor. Gillette razor is their core product, but they are making profit from blades. They are selling blades at a expensive, okay, at a high rate, and they are selling razors at a cheap rate. Why? Because the People will purchase razor one time, but they will purchase blades more time. So that is why the company they will make profit from their next product rather than from their core products. Like HP printers. Okay, now you will purchase printer one time, but you will purchase its cartridge. Cartridge means what? The ink several times. So now the company is selling cartridge at a high price and HP printer at a low price. So that is multi-component. So made money on high-end razor blades, not from the razors. Then advertisement model is what? Model of a basic product free through advertising like YouTube, Google. And efficiency model talks about that you have to wait for the market to get mature. When the market gets mature, then you can increase your product in the market. Then you can increase the price of your product in the market. But right now, you have to keep your prices low. So time model, it is 2, 3, 1, 4. That is option A. Clear? Now, next question number 24, autocratic leadership style. So we have seen different leadership styles. Okay, transactional, autocratic, participative, democratic, laissez-faire. Now you have to find the correct statements related to autocratic. So autocratic means what? Authoritarian, where the leader has the right to give orders to other person. Authoritarian. Now, so leader makes a decision independently. Yes, leader is not involving their employees to take decision. The leader himself takes the decision independently. Yes, it is effective in crisis situation. Now, why it is effective in crisis situation? Because in crisis situation, if leader will ask the opinion from different person, then it will become too late. So that is why in quick response, it is only possible that one person can take decision. So statement 2. Now it encourages high employee participation. No. If we are talking that leader is making independent decisions, then how we can expect that leaders they are encouraging high employee participation? It is wrong. And it can lead to low team morale if overused. Yes. If you are overusing, if you are giving more orders to your people, if they are not allowed to participate in any decision, so the moral of the employees will go down. So 1, 2, and 4 are correct, and statement 3 is wrong. So that is option D is the correct answer. Now next, the act of bringing together the facilities and persons necessary for collecting and processing information is called. So if you are collecting information, if you are distributing information for the sake of the company, then if you're storing data in a proper format, so required by the top management, what that whole process is called? That is called management information system. In short, we say MIS. Now, what is PERT? PERT stands for, just a minute. Now, PERT stands for Programmed Evaluation and Review Technique. And CPM is critical path method. Now, these two are used when these two are one of the methods to do the controlling process. Now, PERT and critical path method, these are project management tools. Now, PERT is used when you are unaware of the actual time. When you are uncertain about the time, that how much time it will take to complete the project, it will take to complete the task. In that case, we use PERT. So it is used to plan, schedule, and control the complex task. Now, PERT is primarily used for projects when the time required to complete task is uncertain. When you are not aware of the time, that how much time it will take 10 days also, it will take 12 days also, it will take 1 month also. When you are unaware of the time period, in that case, we use PERT. So PERT will help you to find the approximate time. So it focuses on analyzing the time needed to complete each task. and the probability to meet deadline. So PERT charts, they are used to plan tasks within a project so that it becomes easy for the company to deliver their products. Now, what is CPM? CPM, it is used when you know that, okay, for the completion of this project and task, okay, I need 10 days. Now this 10 days is fixed. You can ascertain it. Okay, you can predict the task duration. It is used for projects where task durations are predictable. But you are now finding the shortest way to do this task. You are why shortest the time? So if the time will be short, then the cost will be less. So you are focusing on the cost over here and you are focusing on the finding exact time over here. So that is the difference between PERT and CPM. Clear? Now, so PERT is it is a planning tool when project time is uncertain. Now, we use three types of scenario in PERT. Like you don't know how much time it will take, so you are thinking that okay, if fast we can complete it, it can take 10 days. If the normal time is 15 days, and if the things goes wrong, if nothing is according to us, then it will take 25 days to complete. If everything is good, if everything goes well, so that is optimistic time. If most likely on an average 15 days it will take, but if things are not according to us, then it will take 25 days. So that is in different scenarios you are testing and then you are finding the result that this will be the exact time. So it is used in which project where the research projects, it is best for research projects, R&D and new development projects. Now critical path method is what? That is critical. You are finding the critical path and then you are using cost effective techniques. A planning tool used when project time is certain. You know the exact time that this much time it will take to complete the work. But in that time, you are focusing more on cost. So it helps in finding the longest path called the critical path. Here you are focusing on cost and time optimization. So this is the chart between the comparison between PERT and CPM. So evaluation of time for uncertain projects, and we know that this in we can find the exact time. So here we are focusing on time on the basis of three scenarios, and here we are focusing on time plus cost effectiveness. We don't know, we are just uncertain, we are making the probabilities, and we are over here we are deterministic. Means we know exact time over here. So three estimates are used and here only one estimates are used, that is most likely. That it will take 15 days means it will take 15 days. At MIS we have seen, so it is a planned system of collecting, storing and distributing data in the form of information. So the type of information which you want, you can get that type of information in for carrying your activities in all the functions of management. So people, we can take the data of people, we can take different data for our working, different softwares can also help in, in management information system. So that MIS. But most important, PERT and CPM. Definitely question will come. Now, question number 26. Three types of strategies are there in any company: the corporate strategy, the business strategy, and functional strategy. Now, what is corporate, what is business, and what is functional strategy? So corporate strategy, it talks about the overall direction followed by the company. Means all the things are included in this corporate strategy. The functions, the strategy, the business strategy, the policies, okay, the products, the departments, all are included in this corporate strategy. Means you are framing strategy for your company. So covers overall direction. Now business strategy, it includes the specific it includes different departments, different business units, different markets, different heads. So this strategy would normally be prepared at the level of business unit. at the level of product or service. Now, functional strategy, it deals with any specific department, any specific functional area. Like we have specific HR, we have marketing, we have operations. So these are what? These are particular, these are specific. So this strategy refers to the approach adopted by functional areas. So all the things are related parallel. Option 1, 2, 3 is the correct. Now, last question. What is the difference between line and staff organization? So line and staff organization is what? It is a type of organization where old method plus the new methods are included. Means the industry experts are included. Industry experts are what? Staff. So old and new methods are included in line and staff. Now, remember one thing, line managers, they can take decisions on any matter of the company. Whereas staff managers, they are not allowed to take decision. They can only give the advices. They can only give advices. They can only give suggestions to the line manager. But ultimate decision would be taken by whom? Line managers. So these are the difference between line and staff. So line managers, they make decisions, and while staff specialists, they offer expert advice. Staff officers are not allowed to take decisions. Only line managers will take decisions. Done? So these were all your questions. So far we have done 27 questions in 1 hour of module A. Now, in next week, that is on next Sunday, we will be doing similar type of MCQs and previous year questions of module B. Okay, so do join this session on next week also. That is on next Sunday also. So I hope you all have enjoyed the session. If you all have enjoyed the session, do like the video, share it with others, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe the channel. So thanks to everyone for watching this video. Please staying with us. Let's meet in another session. Till then, take care everyone and goodbye.